Hey guys, I'm back with another candle review, and this time around it's the 14.5 ounce 3-wick chocolate espresso martini candle from Bath & Body Works. The notes on this read coffee liqueur, espresso, splash of vodka, and dark chocolate swirl. So this is alright. Like, it's pleasant enough, but it's just kind of like there that I don't need to repurchase it. I'm like not raving about it, but I think it's like appealing enough to most people. But anyways, what does it smell like? So you get chocolate first and foremost. It's definitely like a very milky chocolate. I think the notes say dark chocolate swirl, but it just smells like kind of like a very milky milk chocolate. There's like a milky, creamy quality to it, and it's definitely chocolatey. It's not quite as like powdery or dry as the hot cocoa and cream chocolate, but it's not quite as like ooey gooey drizzly as like hot fudge sundae or hot fudge swirl or whatever that was repackaged as, but somewhere in the middle. But I'm pretty like just run of the mill milky chocolate fragrance is what I get first. Then you get heaps of this like sort of like burnt nuttiness that I think is supposed to evoke the espresso or coffee note, but it really comes off as popcorn even when you burn it, and I think even more so when you go to burn it. It kind of just smells like a chocolate popcorn fragrance, to be honest, when I'm burning it, because there's like a slightly even almost like buttery, just like burnt kernel fragrance that I think is supposed to evoke the roastiness of espresso beans, but it really just comes off as like popcorn or popcorn kernels. So you get the chocolate and then the sort of like, I guess, roasty popcorn, supposed to be coffee note second. And then lastly, you get like a slightly boozy, plasticky component that reminds me a whole lot of like that coconut rum note that we got in chocolate banana mudslide. It's kind of like the way that the chocolate and the alcoholic notes in chocolate banana mudslide come off is similar to what you get here. There's like a just very slightly kind of like cheap plasticky alcohol note chilling in the background. And there was something, because the way the popcorn kernels is supposed to be like roasty, there's something a little bit nutty about it that it also kind of evokes like a coconut feel to it. So that's why I get that sort of like coconut rum note that we got in chocolate banana mudslide is kind of in here too. There's like this underlying slightly boozy, plasticky, alcoholic note. And you wrap that all together, and yeah, that's what it smells like. Yeah, it kind of just smells like I was popping popcorn and started to drizzle some chocolate sauce over it. And you get some of that sort of warm, buttery, like burnt popcorn kernel fragrance mixed with like chocolate spread on top of it. And that's kind of what this smells like. It's not as bold or roasty, of course, as like Paris Cafe, which is kind of like the standard for like true, authentic coffee fragrances. It's not really like that. I would say it's kind of close to espresso bar, not exactly, but probably the next best things in terms of having like a chocolate slash implied coffee note blend was what espresso bar was. This is kind of like the next best thing to it. So I don't know, it's just kind of there. It's one and done for me, and that's pretty much what this smells like. And let me go into the performance. This is a, I think, third or fourth burn, and it's doing fine. It has the core wicks. Of course, it does burn hot and vicious, so it does sud a bit. So you have to make sure to keep on top of trimming these wicks. Even wax pull in no time. The throw is totally adequate. I would say a good like 7, just very like medium plus, pretty much in any room that I put it. So we're good to go there. That's pretty much it for the performance on this candle. Yeah, overall, it's appealing enough. There's nothing like offensive or wrong about it. It's just kind of there. So I don't know if the review kind of like intrigued you or interests you in any way, and that sounds appealing to you, then check it out. But for me, it's a one and done, and I'll just move on with my life. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.